Okay, is that any better? Is that fixed? Hey guys, sorry about that. Sunstreaker wasn't here again. Finally back. Sorry for the hiccup. I'm not sure what happened there. Did exactly the same thing again, but for some reason just this time came out right. So thanks for coming back to stream. So yeah, today we're on the China server. Yes, and yeah. The problem I've got is the China server is only on my phone. So I'm having to stream from my phone. There's different settings on your phone rather than an iPad. So a bit of a nightmare, but we've got it on finally. So the reason that I wanted to go on the China server today is that we talked about a battle pass in the Discord server and whether you would want to purchase it or not. So I thought I'd go on the China server, show you their battle pass. You can maybe make assumptions, and don't get me wrong, Space they've not said they're doing a battle pass, nothing like that. But it's just something I suggested. I did talk to them about some other things which we'll talk about in the stream as well. But if there's anything you want to see in the China server, what is the music? There we go. If there's anything in the China server that you want to know, then let me know. I can definitely show it. And yeah, we'll go through the battle pass, and yeah, we can make a good judgment. Does it sound okay now? Is that better? If it sounds better, then we'll just continue. Oh, good. Cool. It's a bit strange actually, because Androids don't record internal music normally, so it's a bit strange that that it is. But hey, it's good to know. So yeah, we'll say a few hellos before we start on the China server. And like I said, if you want any details about China server, we'll go through it. I don't want to spend too much time going through stuff, but I'll give you the premise of it and the difference. A couple of things I want to show that I didn't show last time. And we'll go through the battle pass and we'll talk about that and other things that are suggested in the game that might not happen for whatever reason. Bit of insight really. So we've got Destroyer as always. Welcome to the stream. First again, usual but first. And he was first before we started up last time, so he is first. Grand Galvatron, Booganlock, and Silvo, our resident mods. Welcome. Banikos as well. Welcome to the stream. Laser Optimus and Kultar, is that right? Have I pronounced that right? I hope so. I do struggle with some foreign names, honestly, but yeah, I hope I got that right. And welcome to the stream. So yeah, if you have won in yesterday's stream, what I was saying was it's a bit unfair that some people have won and then they don't watch the stream. Maybe they just answered in Discord and haven't watched the stream. So if you have won yesterday in yesterday's stream, then make sure you contact me. I'll say by Monday. If you contact me by Monday, I will give you your prize. But you've got to watch the stream, to be fair. It's not fair that people are watching the stream and and participating in Discord and others aren't. And if whatever doesn't get claimed by Monday, we will do a kind of a rollover next week some point. We'll do a massive giveaway. Maybe wait for the 100th video and do a huge giveaway on 100th video. Or 100th stream, I should say, day 100. I'll have a think about it. But yeah, everyone's got till Monday to claim their prize. So make sure that if you did win yesterday's stream, make sure you private message me just saying, hey, I won on the stream, and you'll get your prize. Yeah. So, I want to talk about the battle pass on China server, go through it, and then, like I said, you can make your own judgment on the Discord on whether you would like to see a battle pass of the game. So I was talking to one of the apes the other day, and I asked him about the relationship between the global server and the China server, and they just said it's sort of a complicated, it's a complicated relationship, but they're both individual, they're both set, and basically they share information. So SpaceX will share things with the China server that they have done, and then they'll incorporate it, and that's why you'll see some things different on global than you would on the China server. That's why you'll see two different sort of separate games, but a lot of similarities, because they'll make their own decisions based on the game. But it seems to me that SpaceX produce the goods, and in some way they must sell them to China server for whatever reason, and or give them permission to use it for a fee of some kind, and then they will use them things. But then they also develop their own things on top of that as well. This is, but in terms of bots, definitely they're sort of made by SpaceX, or produced by SpaceX, and incorporated into the China server. So for me, they both sort of, what's the word? They both do things well, each of them, but different things, and they both do things quite badly. And I think each of them could probably learn from the other, but the problem is that they're both totally different approaches to the game, different ways of doing things. So SpaceX is quite highly monetized, quite high priced, but they have a lot of features and a lot of new features, and it's very war focused, the server. Whereas China server is very focused on more focused on collecting bots. I'd more refer to it as like sort of Pokemon really. They make the bundles quite cheap so that you can get the bots, but leveling them up is another story. Leveling them up is crazy hard. Not only do they have extra XP per level to level them bots, but also the XP in the actual server per battle is like a half of what it is in global. So it's really hard to level bots. So it's hard to get them bots leveled, but easy to collect. So if you want to collect bots and that's it really, and you're not really stuck on competition, then yeah, China server is brilliant for collecting bots. But if you want to level bots and war at the top level, then that's another story. So I also talked to SpaceX about monetizing ads, putting adverts in the game. I just asked, why do they not put adverts in the game? For me, I always thought it was just free money, basically. That a company will say, right, you advertise our gaming thingy, and we'll pay you some money. And then obviously they get more players playing. And that was sort of it. So I asked SpaceX and said, how does that work? Why do you not put adverts in games? A lot do. And they just said that, they made the decision not to. They made a decision not to put adverts in games. And then, it's a bit more complicated than that. It's not as easy just contacting a company and just saying, do you want to advertise your game? And they go, yeah, please. We'll pay you X amount for advertising. I thought it'd be that easy, but apparently it's not. So, So apparently it's quite difficult and not as simple as that. So I don't think we'll ever see adverts in the game where you can, other games where they can, you can click on the advert and you get X amount of resources for watching adverts. A lot of games do that. And they've sort of knocked that on the head and just said, listen, that's not going to happen, basically. But my next thing is a battle pass that I'm going to talk to them about. I've already mentioned it in the content creators chat, saying that is there any chance we can have a battle pass? And they've they've said that they not said they consider it. They've just sort of noted it. I've shown the results of the Discord server, and hopefully they'll put a battle pass in there. That's my sort of aim, really. I think it'd be good for the game to put a battle pass in, personally, anyway. So we'll look at the battle pass in China, and then we'll go from there. Like I said, if you've got any questions about the China server, put it in chat. I'll try and pick it up, and then I'll try and answer my questions the best I can. Is that a bit better? Turn the music down slightly more, if that's alright. Is that better? Like I said, it's a bit strange because Android normally can't record internal audio which is very strange. And on my end, it's pretty much silent now. So, yeah. If that's alright, then I don't mind turning it down at all. No problem. So, this is the battle pass for China server. So you can see there that the top one there, the silver one, is what you will get free to play. So you'll get these rewards. The ones that are highlighted at the top, the ones that are darkened out, you'd have to pay for. So the top rewards there, so you got 3-star shards, you got Prems, you got Energon Alloy, you've got mixed boost crystals, you got Spark. So yeah, that's decent rewards. So you'll still get those rewards. So when I say like I'll do a battle pass and people are saying, oh, I don't want a battle pass, like it's and things like that, I don't understand that. It's just extra rewards for free. That's basically what it is. But let's be honest. I like being honest with people and explaining what it is. It's there to entice you. It's there to say these rewards you can get for free. All those there. Look at all those rewards. Don't get me wrong, you've got to play a lot to get these rewards, but they're there if you're active. If you're not active, then you won't get them. As simple as that. But it's just to increase activity and in the hope that you say, you know what, I'm going to spend that £10, that $10, whatever it is, just so that, you know, they can maybe make extra money and you can get some good resources from it. So you can see there that the silver level, you're just pretty much getting Prems and Alloy, Energon, Mixed Boost Crystals, all 13, which is decent. So decent, yeah, so just standard resources in the game. So go back to the start again. So you can see there as I'm scrolling through the blackened out part there. So there's some things I don't think you'll see on the global server, but you've got Shanix there for a start. So, you know, having Shanix in this here would be really good, I think, honestly. I think the Shanix store is quite expensive, but rather than reducing the price, why not have extra possibilities to get Shanix rather than reduce the cost? Make it so people have got to play for it to get those extra things. So if you pay, it says there that we've got to pay £7, which is about $7 or $8. But personally, I'd say about £10, maybe a bit more, because China server's really cheap, incredibly cheap. So I don't think you'll see it for the same, or you might get watered down resources. But I think that for the price, these are really good resources. And I think that even if it was £10, £15, I still think that'd be really, really good resources. Because you've got 4-star shards there, you've got Shanix whole way along, you've got more Prem. So don't forget, you still get the top rewards, you still get the silver rewards, but you get the gold ones as well. So you see there, loads of Shanix. You won't get character crystals, so you won't see that. But, you know, in terms of Prems and Shanix and resources and, you know, even if you're a lower level player, you could spend this £10 on a battle pass per month. And yeah, you get loads of resources. That's 100,000 energy on there. And like I said, this is not global, guys. I just want to clear that up for people that just joined. This is on the China server, but it's just something that global can look at it and think, you know, we should incorporate that. It'd be good to do. Spark, and further down the line, let's just scroll right to the end. Scroll. You can see that there's lots of things to do. There's lots of stuff. So you got cyber coins there. Now, I don't think that Space 8 will give away cyber coins. China server do quite regular, but Space 8 don't. So you won't see cyber coins. I'll put that out there right from the start. You won't see fuel cells, and you won't see cyber coins. I doubt fuel cells anyway. You definitely won't go to inventory. So I'd scrap them out. You're not going to see them. But my thing would be to have 5-star shards right at the end. So you'd have to grind it out right to the end, which is, like I said, ridiculous. You know, 150 levels. So to get through these levels, you've got things that you've got to do. So you've got daily missions. So we've got daily missions there. So we've got win one attack against a rival player with at least one gunner. So I'm pretty sure that everyone in the game can do that. These are usually things that most players can achieve. You got there that you complete 3 daily missions in arena, so you can choose a game mode as well. So you can say, oh, on each day you have to do 10 battles and elimination in one day. So maybe it's that. So again, all this is to increase participation in the game with the hope of maybe monetizing, but we don't have to. Then we've got use one item in an attack, so use a boost. So then use a boost. Simple as that. So when you've done this, you just claim the XP, and you can see there the orange bar at the top. You get XP for doing missions. So you've got the missions there. You also got seasonal missions. So these are quite hard. We get a lot of XP for these. So complete 100 daily missions. So I'm not sure. It says there that you've already got. I mean, there's only 3 missions there. I presume that. Oh, a few more. Ah, right. So I presume that there'll be more missions as time goes on, because the amount of missions there, complete 100 daily missions. So yeah, that's like 3 per day, pretty much. 3 or 4 per day. So maybe you have to complete all the missions pretty much to get that XP. Participate in 100-point events in this season. I'm not too sure what that is, but the rewards are by the by. Use 400 skills, that's 400 abilities. So basically it's just rewarding you for, it might be fight against base 1 in a war, gives you XP. Fight against base 2, fight again, not beat it, but just fight against it. Fight against base 3, fight against base 4, and so once a month you've got to get to base 5 in a war. Then another XP will be win a war, beat commander in a war. Another one will be whatever. Like I said, the SpaceX can put whatever they want into it. So like I said, with these battle passes, they can really just go to town with it really and put whatever they want. A lot of easy stuff, a bit harder stuff, and then, you know, like I said, there's challenges for people at a lower level, and there's challenges for people at a bit of a higher level. But obviously, you know, these are geared towards trying to make people spend. But for me, it's just giving people extra rewards. That's the big thing for me. And like I said, if they put things like prems in there, and just 3-star shards, 4-star shards, and maybe right at the end 5-star shards. But I mean, 5-star shards will be like completing every single task pretty much. And if you do that, then you get 5-star shards. Say if you buy a battle pass, something like that. And I know people will say, well, that's not fair that, you know, you're getting 5-star shards and I can't buy the battle pass. And, you know, it does frustrate me a bit when people say that in the chats and say like, well, that's not fair. But to be honest with you, that's the way most things are in life. That if you pay for things, then you're going to get them. If you're not going to pay for things, then you won't. And it is a privileged thing, sadly. But, you know, that's the way that games go. That's the way life goes, really. That, you know, not everyone can get everything for free. Sometimes you just got to pay for these things. Just catch up with the chat. So yeah, just to clarify again for those just joined, it is China server. There's no guarantee this is coming, but this is just something that I'm suggesting to SpaceApe, and that's done a poll in my Discord server, and it's pretty much been split between people saying they would buy it and wouldn't. And I think a lot of the free-to-play guys that refuse to spend money on a mobile game, they just refuse to buy it, which I understand. You know, if that's the way you want to play it, I'm not against that, and I get that. And you've got a lot more resolve than I have, to be fair. So I get that. But like I said, this is to entice the people that spend a bit on the game. They don't spend a lot, but they spend a bit here and there, and it's just giving them good value for money. That's the sort of the angle that I sort of see. So Kel's agreed it should be good to have a battle pass. Be sweet. This would be the end of the game because it would kill the revenue. I'm not too sure though, Blur. That's the key they've got to decide, because personally I spend a lot of my money on fuel cells and coins. I don't really buy that many crystals, and during the week I'm not as active as I am at weekends. At weekends I'll grind it out, and granted you don't want a game that you're going to grind constantly, but what you want is sort of, it's giving you rewards for completing things in the game. So for playing with an elimination, it might be, like I said, use a combiner during the week, use a combiner at weekends, whatever. Use a combiner, whatever, in a war. you know, they can do all these things, but it's just there just to make you do different things in the game and change the way you play and try every single game mode. And I don't compete in raids at all. I never play in raids. But if I had this battle pass and it said you have to do 10 battles in raids, then I would definitely do that. So, you know, it increases activity. And yeah, it's a good point, Kel, that it depends what they offer. And everyone said that it depends on the value. It really does. But you know, most battle passes, you know, they reward you for playing the game a lot, pretty much, and that's how it works. Cool Sports. All they do is make a lot of money with these battle passes. Usually give better rewards and SA in the same cost. But what I would suggest is a way to buy tiers. Maybe, but do you really want to monetize it that much? Maybe. So, yeah, so like bronze, silver, and gold tiers, maybe. Maybe you could. The one I really look at is Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, sorry. And that's really good. Like I said, I referred to it a few days ago when I talked about battle passes. That I didn't really play the game until they brought the battle pass out, and then I started playing a lot more. So, laser claws, but it shouldn't kill their revenue because you are paying for battle passes. It will normalise revenue because they can count on X spending every month plus bundle spending. Yeah, exactly, because we all know that, let's be honest, Prems are not the best. We talked about it yesterday about drop rates and chances. They aren't the best, but, you know, for the likes of me, I would never really, I don't really bother about Prems. Energon, Alloy, the Shenix would be nice, but it's not essential. But, yeah, you know, there's lots of things that we can, you know, we can put in there that's still decent for a lot of the lower level guys, especially. And, you know, the higher level guys will just buy it anyway, to be fair, because they do. But yeah, I would definitely buy it, just for something to sort of aim towards, really, midweek other than wars. Maybe it needs to be geared more towards new players, and your regular players will continue to spend how they normally do. Yeah, well, that's the idea. Like I said, it's not geared towards the top guys in the game. The rewards aren't going to be amazing in there, but it's designed for the people that don't normally spend, and they might spend a bit here and there. And like I said, on Clash Royale, I am free to play completely other than the Battle Pass. I never buy gems, I never buy anything else, I never buy the chests. I spend nothing on Clash Royale other than that £5 a month for that Battle Pass. But then I will play that game, or at least I used to, I'll play that game all week just to get those free chests once you bought the Battle Pass. Because the rewards are tons better than the rewards that you get for not paying for the battle pass. So yeah, that's what it's geared towards. It's geared towards the low to mid players. It's not geared towards the top guys in the game. Games make a lot of money from battle pass and people buying tiers instead of doing challenges. I'm not sure how that works. To be fair, I'd have to see it. If you can tell me the game how that works, I can go and look at it and maybe suggest that. But yeah, all I can see is, you know, what I've sort of experienced and what I go off. But yeah, if it works, it works. When it costs us, one feature I've always thought of it is to attack bases with your alliance in order to give positive feedback to your teammates. Yeah, well, you can test your own base. There is a section in the menu, and it says base trials. If you click on that, you can attack your own base just to test it out. You won't be able to attack each other's, but you can sort of test your own. Yeah, exactly, Blur. Yeah, you'll have the top section there. You can see the silver section that is free to play. You will get that for free, but the bottom section there that's blacked out, you will only get that if you purchase the sort of the gold level battle pass. So yeah, it does increase revenue. It does. But yeah, that's my idea that I'm putting forward. And then, like I said, I'm hoping it comes to fruition because I think it'd be really good to add something else into the game to monetize, something like that. Like I said, fuel cells and crystals is all well and good, but you've got a lot of people out there that, you know, sorry. You got a lot of people out there that are, um, willing to spend a bit, but not a lot. And let's be honest, how many people have gone and bought crystals for $20 for 10 crystals or 20 crystals, got nothing, and thought, you know what, I'm not bothering anymore. I'm not spending this game anymore, or even deleted the game. How many people do we know that have done that? I've lost count of how many times I saw people on Facebook or putting Google reviews going spend £20 on crystals and got nothing, waste of money, waste of time. So many people. So yeah, I think that they put that into the game. It'll help sort of the sort of low to mid guys, I should spend. Yes, Benny cost, yes, prime cores, you can put that in there. They can put anything, it's their choice, what to put in there. But yeah, prime core shards, it was just like 1,000 per month. It's not amazing, but you put 1,000 per month in there, then over maybe more than that, 1,500. So yeah, over 3 months, say, including events over 2 months, you probably have a new prime core. Because let's be honest, the most top guys in the game have got all the prime cores now and after G metals. So why not give some prime core shards out to in battle passes for the lower guys to get these, because a lot of people that started the game late are trying to catch up. So why not? Yeah. Congrats to who pulled 4-star smoke screen. Strange. Oh right, yeah. Yeah, I've just realised what you meant then. On the China server, if someone pulls a 4-star, it does put it on the screen that they pulled, and I think that's really cool. I really do. I suggested that to Space a while ago, that if someone in your alliance pulls a 4-star bot, that it should show on the screen. It's a bit harder with global because China obviously has a lot less players than global, so it'll be a constant banner on global. But I think especially for your alliance, if you did your alliance, where it come up saying such a person pulled a 4-star bot, then that is really cool. So what I also wanted to go through is it's mainly just like I said, we'll go quickly through the bundles and stuff, but I don't want to spend too much time on it. I did do a video a while ago. The thumbnail has got Predaking on it. Go and check it out about the China server. But yeah, generally it's a lot cheaper than like I said, than global. But what I will show you something. So yeah, some really good bundles there. Like I said, lots of bundles. It's very monetized. But what I will do is I'm going to go into zone 12. Let's do a battle. Just show you this. So in global, all right, super XP, granted. But in global, I was getting 15,000 times 8 is about 120 to 150,000 XP per bot in zone 12. So 120, 150, leading right up to 200,000 on some battles. So anywhere between 120 to 200,000. I mean, 120 is, I think the bottom end is 100,000. That's the least I got in zone 12. So between 100 and 200,000, it varies a lot. So keep that in mind, 100 to 200,000, which is 15 to 25k per bot XP. So on the China server, we get between 5 and 6, 7,000. So 714, 714, 714, 28, 714. It's around 60,000 XP, I reckon. Something like that. So on global, where you're getting between 100 and 200,000, on China, you're getting between 40 and 60. So you're getting a third of the XP that you get on global. So it takes you 3 times as much to get your bots up to the same level. So it's a massive grind on China server. And I'm a massive fan of my Stephosaurus, leveling up to 55. Do a lot of sort of backdoor attacks with him. And there's my 5-star scores. Yes, I did say 5-star scores. We've seen a 5-star scores before, now we have. Yeah, we may see a 5-star swoop in the game, you never know. There we go, cheeky little backdoor attack. So yeah, just to emphasize sort of XP that you're trying to get, it's 3 times XP in China. So before you think of going and getting a China account, just keep that in mind that if you want to collect bots, it's super easy to get bots, super easy, but super hard to level them compared to global. So what I also want to look at, so you see there in Alliance, you've got Glory Coins and Build Alliance. So they're totally new compared to global. So Glory Coins, so you get coins for basically, I think they're for winning wars, basically. So the more wars you win, you get some coins. But it is quite hard, China, because you get things like this, where I thought, oh, what is this command center? I presume it's like a base layout, because in wars in China, basically when you get past commander, you then have a raid base that you all have to attack and try and beat. And all your alliance puts resources in to try and beat the alliance's raid base. So between you all make a raid base, put resources in, charge them up and stuff like that. And it is really good. But it says this is where the truth information would go, and it should just work. So I don't know. I'm baffled by that because it doesn't work. But yeah, you can get cores for your base and things like that. So really good. And then you've got build an alliance, so you put your resources in. So you put your own alloy in, you put your energy on in there, you put your own coins in there, so you can all put stuff in. You can see there how much everyone has donated, it will tell you. So I wanted to join this alliance just for now, just to see. And then you can go to Orion Space, and this is where you build the base up, basically. So you can see there, they've made a start. It's not where it should be yet. You got the whole map to fill, but you can see there they've been leveling them up. So you can see there it's ×2. So obviously eventually get to ×3 and ×4 and build them up. I'm sure you'll get better defenses as well, and you just make your own raid base. And you know it's a really cool feature in the game. It really is. So I presume that it's the commander or officers that would be able to build the base, so to speak, which is still cool. But yeah, it's a really good feature, like I said, to build your own raid base. Really cool. I'm not too sure about putting it in wars. I'm not convinced about that. But what I do think they should do is they should have their own raid bases. And you know when you have these raid bases and you have the raid events and you go and attack generic raid bases, what you should have to do is, like a war, for 3 days, you have to try and beat someone else's raid bases that they designed. I think that'd be a really cool feature in global, where you build your own raid bases for a design and you have to go and attack them. Like I said, I'm not too sure it's going to be great in wars. I'm not too keen on that because you level a certain type of bot for wars, and then you've got to use totally different ones really for raids. It's a bit weird the way they've done it, but I do think that you should be able to build your own base. But Nikas, I'm not too sure if you can build your own Titan, but I'll tell you this much: what you should do is you should be able to save up for a Titan if you can build your own base. That's my personal opinion, and I think it'd be a really cool feature just to bring to the game. And like I said, China's really innovative. Like I said, with different game modes and different things and changing things like that. They have arena mode as well, where you can get resources and stuff that I covered in that last video. So yeah, China server's really good in terms of innovating game modes. I did a video on China server before that, long ago, about a arena store, before the Shanix store even came to global. But they're just not very good. Like I said, they don't produce bots. They're way behind global. I think they've just had Punch, so Punch has just come to China server, so they're a good 4 or 5 months behind. Prime cores, it's impossible to get prime cores. They're a very monetized thing where only the top alliances get them, and I haven't got a single prime core. I think I've got 1,000 prime core shards. Basically, prime core shards are harder to get than 5-star shards. That is how hard they are. It's really crazy. And Brad Channing's put that Punch sucks, but don't forget the playtesters should be looking at him soon. He's the next bot I think on the list, so hopefully we're getting a buff soon, and he should be pretty decent. I know that streetwise, I used him the other day in a battle just to get some resources to test him out, and he was pretty good. He was alright. He's only low level, but I just wanted to try him out, and he seems a lot better than what he was. So hopefully, yeah. So has anyone got any questions more about the China server? Want to see anything before we sign out of it? Yes, 5-star off-road is in China. Let me just think. Arena shop. Yep, there he is. Yep. 5-star off-road and 5-star sideswipe. So yes, they are in the China server, sadly. And do a quick thing. So that's my bots in the China server. So I've got a 5-star Scourge, 5-star Reflector. 5-star Reflector came long before First Aid did. And obviously 5-star Scourge is not in global yet. So yeah, that's my Decepticons. It's good to play the other side sometimes though. Cool. So let's just get, there we are. So yeah, like I said, China server's okay, but it says a lot when I used to play it quite a bit. Got 3 5-stars, started leveling them, but it's just a massive slog to level them, and just lost interest because of boredom. Honestly, it was. Lack of wars and decent wars, and you just found that wars, you either coined through the bases in 1 minute flat and ran through them. I got commander, and the commander was HQ 16, or base 1 was HQ 16, and you couldn't beat it. And that's just how wars are in China, sadly. Yeah, they're just not competitive enough for me, and it's too difficult to level your bots. It's just geared towards the really, really top level guys in the game. Even more so, if you think that global is geared towards the top in the game, then you want to go and play China, because, like I said, even prime cores, they don't do prime cores event. Prime core shards only come for top 5 in leaderboards. So if you never finish in top 5, you will never get a prime core. Pretty much impossible. Brad Channing's who have been leveling this weekend. So been leveling Prowl. Oops, that's the wrong one. Been leveling Prowl. So I got him from 55 to 57. So you can pretty much one-shot most things now. So just need to get him so that he can one-shot on hard mode. Level Jetfire, another level as well. So he's getting close as well. Those two. Then I've started leveling my lower players. So we've got Cheeto up to 30. Streetwise to 30. So Jetfire there soon. So yeah, we're getting all these in the cooker now. I want to get the player level up. So we're starting to level all these guys up really. We get them all to level 40. That's the idea. We got where is it? Optimus Primal, where are you? Yep, so we got him in the cooker, 51, because he was close. We obviously got 6 gun in there, finished off him. And then, yeah, we'll probably look at maybe RC next, or the Bumblebee's 48, so he's a good contender. What is Prime to do going in there, using occasionally. Blade Rhinox as well. So yeah, we'll start leveling some more bots up to 50. That's the idea. That Goldfire looking phenomenal. I presume you mean the 5-star one. Yeah, he is ridiculous. Honestly, it's crazy. But what we found right now is that one shots are coming into their own. So my Smash team is set. It's pretty good. It's where it needs to be. But now I need to focus on a walk team now. And yeah. There we go. We'll turn right down. Yeah, it's what I said. I said before, Brad. It's a bit weird that it shouldn't. My phone shouldn't record internal audio on Android, so it's a bit weird that it does, because my tablet doesn't, but my phone does. So yeah, weird. Galvatron, why is it so inconsistent? You mean the noise? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Buzz put, you know what would be cool? Being able to make one direction change per fight. Well, Blur, honestly, the best thing to do is take Optimus Prime. Take Optimus Prime with you, and then you can just rush them all into place. And that's the big thing about taking Optimus Prime, but obviously it costs ability points. But yeah, if you find that your bots are walking away, then yeah, definitely level Optimus Prime, definitely. Yeah, Gift Master's got Goldfire, 4 stars, so yeah, a really good bot to level. Easy to power level, easy to solo. Really good bot. Especially with the combiner. Brad Channing's been leveling 6 gun, Skyburst, Punch, and Blades. You pulled them all in the last month or so. Well, last few weeks actually, yeah. That's pretty decent. All 4-star, I presume, so yeah. 4 stars better than 5-star. Definitely not. Goldfire, no. I don't think there's any 4-star that is better than the 5-star, maybe apart from Rook from the 5-star RC. But yeah, 4-star Goldfire at 57. And yeah, the 5-star is a beast, really is. So we've got a few crystals to open, nothing ridiculous. So just do some canisters and some prems and stuff. So some chips. So we'll open the freebies first, see if we can get any 4-stars. You never know. Mirage Jake pulled a 3-star blowpipe earlier. I get nervous pulling cons. I really don't want a 4-star con. I really don't. Oh, just freebies at the minute. Do some nice boosts. Open the prime chip, see what we get. Usually all bronzes. Yeah, I forgot to mention on China that the VIP rewards are pretty much just 50 power core chips every month. So they're not the best, to be fair. Oh, silver. Don't really use silver anymore, but I'll do for fodder. So we see that we pulled 10 of these, and yesterday they mentioned that these are really good value, but I've not pulled a single 4-star yet, a single gold core yet. In around, I think it's 30 of these. I've not pulled a gold core, so they're not that good value. Let's open the canisters. Nice, got some prem shards. More prem shards. That'll do. Spark. More prem shards. More prem shards. I'm liking this. Restart shards. Combine spark. More shards. 3-star shards. 3-star shards. Come on, one more prem shards. Yeah. So yeah, we got a lot of prem shards there. 15 prems. I'm impressed. It's the only thing about these. Redeeming them is a nightmare. Takes ages. Playing the 3-star as well. Playing the free chip as well. Why not? Yeah, it's just too slow. Should be able to claim 10 at once. You see, there is an option on the China server as well to open 10 at once. It's just not the same. It's not got the same thing to it. Because you want to chance it every time. With the 10 ones, you just open 10 and it just gives you the results. It's not got the same. You want that glow, don't you? You want that sort of surprise. It's not got the same thing to it. So the opening 10 crystals is better for speed, but it sort of ruins it a bit. But you should definitely have to be able to redeem them all. Should be like a plus button you just press and it redeems it. So open the free chip. There we go. And let's get these prems open. We've got 16 prems. See if we can get any 4-star cubes. You never know. Something like that, but you never know. Something like this. Getting a lot of 2-stars, but I might be doing a 4-star to keep getting 2 stars. Last door. Oh, 3-star Ironhide. 3-star crystal. 3-star Sunstreaker. Yes. Then we got Drift 2-star. Grimlock 3-star. Don't forget to get Grimlock. It's always at least a 3-star. There's no 2-star Grimlock. There'll be no 4-star now Destroyer. Oh, another 3-star. With the amount of 3-stars we're getting, we won't get a 4-star now. We're getting too many 3-stars to get a 4-star. Need a lot of 2-stars in a run if you want to get a 4-star. A lot of 3-stars though. Wow, get a lot of 3-stars here. That's refillable. The Skyburst is only available in 3-star as well. I'm sure I've got a 2-star Skyburst. I might be wrong actually. But no way. We learn something new every day. Yeah, quite a lot of 3-stars there. I'm quite impressed with that. Cool. Where does that leave us now? Halfway to another 4-star. And what I didn't, what I failed to remember, I failed to realise, was that every time you pull a 5-star now, you get 180 shards towards your next one. So because I've got 2 5-stars there, it means I've got an extra 360 shards added onto that. So I've actually got like 11,000 shards pretty much. So not bad. So I'm 4,000 shards off my next one, so to speak. So I need a 2 million point event. And I need 12 4-star dupes. So it's a lot to ask for 12 4-star dupes by August. 3 per month. I don't know, it's a lot to ask that. I only get about 1 or 2 a month. But a lot to ask. So I've even got a 2-star Skyburst. No, I don't think I have. Well, you learn something new every day. Well, you taught me something new there, Silverbolt. Because I didn't even know that. So there you go. So yeah, if you pull a Skyburst or Grimlock, it's only ever a 3-star. Good to know. So yeah, I was also going to touch upon how I've been leveling my box as well. So a lot of these low level ones there. So I took Star Saber, and I've took Jetfire, and I also want to take Cup actually. So we'll take Zone 12. Most of these can soar Zone 12. And we're just going to power level with Saber or Jetfire. Saber, we just take the whole base out. Jetfire, we just hit the HQ. Just smash the HQ, literally, over and over again with his ability. I think from about level 55 with a maxed EO core, you can take out a HQ 15, is it? 13. There you go. I'm sure it's HQ 14s or 15s in here. I'm sure it is. Could be mistaken though. But I don't think we can get in range there, so we're going to have to use Saber. Hot down there. Back to the HQ. And literally that's it. And this is what I'm going to do during the leaderboard. I'm just going to power level Star Saber with another bot. And just level them. And there we go. Tiger Hawk up another level. So yes, I want to get all these bots up to level 40. That's my aim for the weekend now. Pretty much done what we need to do. 24k points. So we should be finished by tomorrow. We're in a pretty easy war to bear. So yeah, done my points now, done my leveling. Pretty chilled weekend. So tomorrow we can go through which bots I've leveled up, which ones we've got to level 30 or so, and put it in the cooker. But yeah, I want to get them all to level 40. That's the idea. Tomorrow as well, I think Optimus Prime will be out tomorrow. So he's got 2 days, I think. So we might coin him out and then start putting Red Alert in. Get him to level 40 as well. That's the idea. I don't want to put his spark in yet to save my spark. Because those remember I was close to maxing my spark and down to 2 million. I've used 2 million spark in the last 2 weeks or so. Just leveling my one-shots up, really. Leveling Silverbolt, Jetfire, and Prowl up. So, yeah, we've got Prowl to ability 9. We've got Jetfire to ability 10. So, we've got Silverbolt to 9 as well. So, I think every single bot, I think Noah's the only one. But I'm pretty sure that Skyburst isn't not just there, but yeah, other than Skyburst and Noah, every single one of those bots has got ability 9. Yep, every single one, 9 or 10. Every single one. So yeah, a lot of bots and a lot of spark. Yeah. Here's me struggling to save 750k. Well, like I said, I had 4 million spark at one point, and just saving it because I didn't need to spend it. Because I had Goldfire at 10, I had Saber at 10, all the main 2 bots, and I just didn't need it. But yeah, now I'm starting a walk team, and I'm starting to need it again, so I'm starting to invest it. So, and then I'll have a walk team and a smash team, so to speak, or a cleanup crew. And then once I've got all my bots that they can one-shot on hard mode, and leveled Rook and Blaster up past 60, then, to be honest with you, I don't think any base is safe then. I really do. I think that, yeah, I'd be able to beat any base pretty much. It's just getting them there, that's the problem. That's the aim. Well, thanks for everyone for watching today. I apologise for the rocky start. Seeing as we're on to do the stream from my phone rather than my tablet for once. But thanks to everyone for tuning in. And if you're not on the Discord server, make sure you join Discord server, guys. Don't forget, there'll be trivia in there tonight about today's stream. So don't forget to go and check that out. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We just need another 24 subscribers to reach that 1,500 subs. So we're almost there. So if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. We will see you tomorrow. And ever close to that, day 100. Ever closer. And yeah, we will see you then. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate everyone for tuning in. And peace out.